Just a couple of days ago in China, this is what the air quality index
so people can
looked like. Okay, so guys, this is just horrendous. Anyone who's lived in China will know that this is correct. You can take a look at the neighboring countries. I mean, look at Taiwan and Japan, for instance. Green pretty much across the board with some yellow. China itself is just like an apocalyptic like hellscape when it comes to this kind of stuff. I mean, don't you agree?
What I will say is that this is par for the course when I was living in China.
Sure.
And I think it's really funny to see, not funny for the people that have to live in 999 level
No.
pollution. Because that just means it's maxed out, the scale of ppm. Sure. That's particles per million in the air, right?
So it's far more than that.
So it's far more than that. So my issue with that is that China says, hey, we're going green. Look at our improvements. We're having net lowering of carbon emissions because of green technology initiatives,
exactly.
all this kind of stuff.
We're a world leader in green technology.
We're a world leader, and meanwhile, they're putting out the most, if not actually it's all of the developed countries in the world combined. CO2 emissions. But not only that, something that people probably don't talk about as much because of CO2 stuff is like hyper prioritized, is the massive amounts of pollution that come out of China. And China is experiencing another massive try to catch up phase in the industry right now because of the COVID stuff that's been lifted.
Yeah.
And so you're just seeing apocalyptic levels of pollution.
It's very bad. And, you know, previously there were all sorts of funny cases, for instance, where a city would go ahead and release a number, but they'd been doctoring the numbers. They've caught people like meddling with the sensors. And one of my favorites is, you know, like the U.S. consulate has its own air quality sensors on it, which the Chinese government can't control. Yeah. And previously in the past, if you went to, you know, the U.S. consulate's website, they released that data. It would be like double what the official Chinese data was.
If you went on the Chinese app for your weather, it would always be lower than what AQICN was.
Yeah.
Or, we have so many green technology lie things. We don't have
anyway, we just thought we'd bring it up because it's particularly apocalyptic.
Yeah.
And, you know, you just need to look at that map and just see how bad it is.
Someone said China is like a giant LA. LA would be the green part on the map.
Yeah, absolutely. LA is not polluted at all.
Over there, I will say, when we used to live in the LA area, it was worse than the rest of the country and the rest of the US.
Yeah.
But a bad day in LA was one of the best days of any Chinese city I lived in.
Yeah, that's the thing. And you delude yourself there. You know, you'll find it's actually kind of funny. People that live in Beijing or the big cities, whenever there is a blue sky, oh man, are they bragging about it. They're just out there like, oh, wonderful weather, great weather for a jog, great weather for this or that. And you might be like, why is this all of a sudden just this blue sky like assault that you get on your social media? And that's because it doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
So when it does, they're like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. Remember last week, we took a look at like Xinhua and a couple of other. And just showed you how ridiculous it was. We thought we'd just take another look. I mean, it's been a week, you know. Yeah. Let's bring it up, see if they've changed anything. Let's see if Xi Jinping's less in the headlines.
Because it should be like maybe 1 or 0, right? It shouldn't be everything, right?
Yeah. But, well, we've got Xi's time.
Okay.
Now, let's get us out of here so people can see. This is from today. You can see the date up there, right? Yeah. Xi's time. Xi's trip to Middle East, significant in promoting peace. Xi delivers written remarks at the 15 China this and that. He's right in the middle, of course. Xi addresses opening ceremony of this nonsense.
That's a slideshow as well, and there's multiple
all of
pictures.
them. It's
not
just
all of them.
Well, most of them are him. There again on the left, Xi addresses this. Again, he's like pretty much the whole page.
It's about half of the articles.
There's like three articles less than last time.
The problem is if you click the ones that are even not related, a lot of them will have.
They still have like he'll be in the article. Yeah. So just to show you guys that this clown world nonsense is still continuing, it's still real, and
much worse than it used to be.
Oh yeah,
it's like uptick like crazy.
Yeah.
It's full megalomania.
We went on other news sites as well. It's the same. We didn't think we'd bore you with it, but something that we thought was hilarious was one of our subscribers or one of our audience made this.
This is really what it should be.
It may as well just be this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
This is really a more accurate representation. Xi and my Xi.
Yeah, Xi and my Xi. Yeah, exactly. Xi's shaking his own hand. I mean, it may as well just be this. Let's be honest.
Xi.
Yeah, exactly. It should just be this. Yeah.
That's a good one.
It is a good one. We just wanted to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you who bought our box set. Remember last time we basically put it out there that we want you guys to know more about us and why it is we speak about China and our experiences and where we're coming from. And our two documentaries, I mean, our two documentaries, Conquering Southern China and Conquering Northern China, are part of a box set. We saw a lot of you guys bought it. We're so happy about that. You know, the most important thing is we'd love people to see the positive side of China and the side of China that the people. Yeah, the people. That's the important part that we explored and found and why we fell in love with China in the first place.
Yeah, it's why we love China now.
Yes.
And it's probably, I think, one of the best documentaries ever put out. A most honest documentaries put out about China because we had no minders.
Yep.
And we did everything ourselves.
Yeah, it was a completely independent. We rode around on bikes that we built.
15,000 kilometers.
Built ourselves, went into all the rural areas. You know, we did hit one or two tourist traps like that long hair thing. But other than that, it was all just like very organic, honest fun. And, you know, looking around, meeting the people. And for those of you who did buy it, thank you very, very much. For those of you who are interested in it, you can pick it up. It's only $11. It's
half price.
It's $10.99. You get both documentaries, but most importantly, I think, is you get the 1 hour behind the scenes episode, which has never been seen before.
Yes. Totally unreleased.
And I mean, I'm just going to get us back in there. The 1 hour behind the scenes thing is important because you get to see our interactions with the North Koreans, which we couldn't
work in China.
And we could not put that in the main show because people's lives were in danger.
Yes.
Okay.
Huge.
So we talk about it. We show you some footage that we can show you, and it's stuff that we could never, put out there. So we're happy that we finally could.
You can download it too, so it's not just streaming. Like you can download it, burn it, you can save it, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
half price right now. It used to be $20-something. Now it's $11.
Yeah, for both.
Yeah, for both, and the extra.
Yes, so it's really worthwhile. Nice little Christmas box set.
Yeah,
digital box set.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's probably time for us to move on.
Yeah.
And by the way, again, absolutely, really, really happy for the fact that people went and bought the show.
Yeah, it's such a good response.
And the
IMDb reviews are amazing. Thanks for you guys.
Have they gone up?
Thanks for you guys that have. Well, it's just not gone up in the score. So many people have added more on.
Yeah, I know. We got review bombed by the Wumaos.
Go fight the review bombing because it's the Wumaos tried, but it's so highly rated that it barely put a dent in it.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
Well, let's not give them any ideas here.
Well, you guys go and give it honest reviews. Even if it's an 8 for you, put an 8.
Yeah.
It's a 10
looking at this footage just reminds me how much I need to lose weight.
Don't think about it too much. Don't think about it. 你想太多了.
No, dude. This American diet's killing me, bro. I'm like double.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
Double Big Mac.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry about
it. Anyway, that's life.